About the next bout here on Showtime Championship Boxing, the puncher Alfredo Angulo versus a very slick boxer Erislandy.
Erislandy, Lara, el perro Angulo. Once again, referee.
Decir las instrucciones de abajo, acuerdo perfectamente bien. Es por el campeonato de la Asociación Mundial de Boxeo, espero que se comporte como eso. Buena suerte y dense la mano.
Punch knockout power. Who will be able to impose his will and skill on the other? We're about to find out as round number one underway. Angulo with the black.
We just saw a straight left hand land by Lara. He can throw that punch with authority, and it's already landed.
He can hurt Angulo with that lefty. Conventional stance fighter Angulo, the southpaw Lara.
There's actually more movement early from Lara than I even anticipated, because he doesn't always move this much in the fight, even though he's so good defensively.
The power of Angulo that is making him a little bit more careful.
And remember, the only time that Angulo's been James Kirkland en route to the Angulo loss.
I love the way this fight's starting, though. Turning into a very interesting fight. Lara's willing to engage to the body, wants to come forward. Can't be anything but fun if it keeps up like this.
And now Angulo away at the body with the left hook. Doubling up, tripling up on the jab upstairs. Lara just absorbing all the... There's a straight left hand down the middle by Lara. Flashes the jab and moves sides. You talk about a guy like Erislandy Lara, one of the most proficient fighters in the game, Paul.
Yeah, and a former Cuban amateur standout, comes from that Cuban amateur school. So, you know, those guys always technically sound.
Solidness in this first round.
11 of Lara's 17 wins have come via form of knockout. Power, 18 of his 22 victories have come inside the distance. And there, Lara hurting Angulo.
Part of the game plan Virgil Hunter told us, don't aim for any particular spot, we get close and hit him. And the Lara is starting to get...
The 99th round as a pro for Lara. And a great start
back, because early on Angulo was really stifling him and shots.
Uppercut by Lara, then he just shells up again. Angulo trying to get final 10 seconds of a pretty good opening round here, especially if you're the Tory. Angulo walking him down, but it's Lara coming forward with a couple of straight left hands. That's been the
landed so many in the first round. Uses the jab as a rangefinder and blasts him.
Lara's never been down as an amateur or a pro.
So his defensive skills are considerable.
Angulo immediately attacking the body, digging away, was able to dig underneath, and Lara again measuring him up for that straight left hand. Here are the show stats for the punch totals.
You see what Lara, he lands at a high percentage, and landing, so he throws a lot of punches, but when they're not landing, that's not going to help you too much.
Angulo known for his pressure style, come forward and there.
Catches the shots, he's punching in between Angulo. You see, he kind of starts up, and then he'll come up with some short counter shots. Punching ability of your opponent is so sharp, you almost start to doubt it, and what happens is the snap comes off. It's almost like you're looking to throw punches, but at the same time, you want to bring your hand right back to defend.
Uppercut. It appeared that he's hurting punches because of the fact he's pushing.
Yeah, he's not throwing them with great commitment. Now, he did start to unload.
There's a nice straight left through the guard by Lara again. Final minute of the second round. Great start to this 154-pound co-feature between Erislandy Lara.
He's done in this fight several times, but not with great purpose or intent.
Blood already. Now Angulo has Lara on the ropes. So great start here between Angulo and Lara's. Virgil Hunter and Angulo's running shields in Lara's.
You see how he's slowing down? You keep hitting him in that liver and that kidney.
By both corners. I like what Virgil Hunter was saying about Lara slowing down in the second half of that point too. Angulo's feet are all over the place.
Yeah, utilizing that nifty footwork, left hand to the body.
The only lefty that Angulo's fought in recent years,
I'd say.
This is like the lefty on, you know.
Lara content to stay along the ropes, now circles away. Straight left again, pops Angulo on the nose. Angulo coming forward, but the nice counter jab there by Lara.
Much more leverage on him, throwing them with better intent.
He's believing in them. He's believing in them because Virgil Hunter
reinforcing, guess what? This is going to be a tough fight.
And Angulo beginning to find his rhythm now. Coming forward. As Lara footwork trying to escape again. Ripping the left hook to the body and the cut as well. And now Lara fighting off the ropes. By Angulo. So A good round for Angulo in the final minute of the third.
Punches are still there, but now they're fewer and far between. So it's Angulo's rough work that's taking the toll.
The bull versus the matador, and thus far they're getting the best of him here in the third round.
You see the good shot by Lara, but it's just not consistent enough anymore.
10 in third frame. There's a nice straight left right to the sternum by Lara.
He's punching well.
But here at close quarters, Angulo getting the of a thrilling third round here at the Home Depot Center in Carson, California.
Him against ropes. Good leverage on those left hooks. He's ripping those shots and mixing in some of the uppercuts and other punches to get some work done by ripping shots to that body. And
battered and bruised, both. And you notice on the back of Angulo's trunks, immigration reform now. Someone who can
appropriately detained and held for 7 months. And it was
with Virgil Hunter coming down, and then he goes to Hunter's training camp as well as we take a look at
that. He's done it a lot, but I don't think he does it with great intent, and I don't think it helps him in this fight.
Because against a southpaw, you're bumping lead shoulders. It's hard to get in the hook to the body sometimes from the inside, because he can bump you, can kind of use his...
But as a righty, he's getting leverage on it.
And Lara goes down for the first.
Those body shots set that up, guys.
And Angulo, the dog swarming Lara here in the fourth round. A minute and a half left. Popping the jab from the suplex. And Lara trying to stave off the attack. The best California resident. Uppercut by Lara. And the chance of Pero. Fill the skies here over the Home Depot. Under a minute left. Angulo has been cut under the right eye.
He doesn't want that to emerge, but what a huge round for him.
Uppercut just misses by Angulo.
All those body shots.
Through all this, Lara's still counter-punching back. That's what making this such a fun fight.
Left in a fantastic fourth round of action. Lara going down for the first time in his career to counterattack. Round 5 straight ahead.
To the canvas. Angulo had been working hard to the body, and then the left hook is almost a double left hook because he landed to the body, and that helped set up that left hook that sent Lara down. Continue.
Got caught while he's throwing that left-hand uppercut. It was working so well for him, and props to Angulo for making the adjustment.
Devastating left hook, and round 5 underway. Moro Ranallo, Bernstein, Paulie Malignaggi.
Angulo sparred with Demetrius Andrade.
Angulo utilizing the jab. Lara trying to utilize
the attack to the body to slow Lara down enough to make him stand still. If you can make him stand still, sharpshooting him.
Unofficial scores.
Clearly that turned things around, a 10-8 round. But again, he's languishing on the ropes and squaring himself up on the ropes.
Heading into the final minute of the 5th frame. Lara utilizing, circling away from the ropes, but nice combination by the Cuban.
Took like that from Alfredo Angulo, so props to Erislandy Lara for
He's having a great round.
Yep. Edward Jackson worked with him and so Jackson's helped him probably.
Good combination by Lara, stung Angulo, but Angulo comes right back.
Getting knocked down. He threw some excellent combinations, and this was toward the end of the round, where I think it's legal.
6th round underway. Much at stake in this fight, Al. Or Paulie, with the 154-pound weight class, as hot as it is.
One of those big money fights, and deservedly so.
Much of Angulo's attack has been downstairs, and he got away from throwing really good left hooks, but now look at him ripping those hooks to the body.
Like Lara's been sharper, if you can say that, since he got knocked down. Almost, you know, he was having a good couple of first rounds so far.
I agree. When Lara keeps his fight in the center of the ring, he almost can't lose it. But when he goes to the ropes, he's got issues.
Contrast of styles, but the ingredients put together thus far has been a very... We are at the midway point of this 154-pound affair.
You can do it. Alfredo, you can do it. Okay? It's called determination. Score to get out. Score and get out. That's it. I got it, man.
Marquez-Vasquez fight, that was a special night, and tonight's starting to turn into one with this excellent.
I like the way he came back after the knockdown. He showed to get knocked down the way he was certainly hurt. But he's come back and showed.
Now picking Angulo off with the jab. Angulo trying to find his way in.
Winning by knockout at this point, even though he had Lara down.
He's added a little bit of right hook to get him out of danger. Has been just an addition since the knockdown that has allowed him to vary a little bit more to his
Angulo's face. Lara was knocked to the canvas a minute 15 into round 4, the first knockdown of his career, but has bounced back on the attack.
4 beautiful left hooks to the body by Angulo, delivered with authority.
On the canvas for the first time. Lara exhibiting good ring generalship, but Angulo...
He's covering up. He's not trading much. He throws a punch, covers up, or throws a punch and gets out.
Seems like Lara's willing to let Angulo empty his arsenal and then either...
I could have seen this happening, but I can't say I would have guaranteed it. You know, I wasn't sure how Angulo would deal with the movement in the body.
Could have an impact as this fight goes on.
It's funny because Virgil Hunter said at the end of the second round, or the end of the first round, like Lara got rejuvenated just by getting knocked down.
Straight right by Angulo.
Angulo, because he's landed so many of these. He gets in position, throws with stairs. I mean, he just keeps banging away with that punch. And a couple actually straight of Lara as this fight goes on.
The only way you can get away is if you got to keep punching. You can't just keep
right in front of Lara, absorbing the punishment. But Angulo putting on an amazing display thus far. A minute 40 remaining. Angulo counters with a combination of his... Nice combination right down the middle by Lara.
Paulie and I have it a little bit wider. Steve, why so?
Needs the legs. Angulo needs the energy to keep throwing the punch.
1-2. Oh, and the left hook drops Lara for the second time in the fight. The body's Angulo now going upstairs. Scoring on the body. Lara trying to just stave off the fight. From Angulo, a fantastic round 9.
He did the last time he got knocked down. Have a comeback round.
Much more difficult at this stage.
Look at the unofficial scoring through 9 rounds.
That clearly a 10-8 round, and on Steve's. So this fight's up for grabs.
And
I
Lara,
think we can say that.
Again, bouncing back here in round 10, putting together some fight. Being down again, Paulie. He rebounds nicely.
And I'll tell you what's impressive about Lara. It's very impressive, and it shows the maturity of this guy and the experience. Probably a million amateur fights in Cuba.
He has to be careful, though. His mouth is wide open, and total power punches.
And you see Lara's landed more than he wants. Are those hooks?
And now Lara may have hurt Angulo with that combination, and Angulo's hurt. And it's unbelievable.
What happened? He just turned his back.
You talk about the ebb and flow of boxing just like that. This fight is over.
Wow.
Give me a towel.
A massive hematoma.
Right. Look at me. Look up. Look out.
That came out of nowhere. That left.
The WBA interim super welterweight champion of the world, El Oro de Guantánamo, Erislandy, Lara.
Evidence that Lara can throw a pretty...